Settle in for a beautiful, heartwarming story that's perfect for a moment of calm. This is an inspirational tale that I hope leaves you with a positive feeling. A long, long time ago, in a village far away, there lived a water bearer. Every single day, he would carry 2 large clay pots on a wooden pole that rested across his shoulders. His daily journey took him from his home to a clear stream at the very edge of the village. There, he would fill both pots with fresh, cool water and then carry them back up a long, winding hill to supply his master's household. Now, one of the pots was absolutely perfect. It was beautifully shaped, its surface was smooth, and it had no flaws at all. Every single time, it delivered a full measure of water without spilling even a single drop. But the other pot had a crack. A long, thin crack ran all the way down its side. And because of this crack, by the time the water bearer reached his home at the top of the hill, the pot had leaked so much that it was only half full. For 2 full years, this went on. Every single day, the perfect pot would arrive full, and the cracked pot would arrive half. The perfect pot was incredibly proud of its accomplishment, feeling it fulfilled its purpose flawlessly. Meanwhile, the poor cracked pot felt ashamed and miserable. It hated its imperfection. It felt like a failure because it couldn't do what it was made for. One afternoon, as the water bearer was resting by the stream after another long and tiring trip, the cracked pot decided it couldn't stay silent any longer. It spoke, its voice soft and full of sorrow. "I am so ashamed of myself," it whispered to the water bearer. "I have to apologize. For 2 whole years, I have leaked water all along the path back to your master's house. Because of my crack, you do all this work, but you only get half the reward. You only deliver 1.5 pots of water instead of 2. You deserve so much better." The water bearer didn't scold the pot. Instead, he just smiled a kind, gentle smile. He looked at the pot with warmth in his eyes and replied, "As we walk back home today, I want you to do something for me. I want you to look very carefully at the flowers along the path, but only on your side." The cracked pot was puzzled by this strange request, but it agreed. As they began their slow walk back up the hill, the cracked pot did as it was told, and for the first time, it truly noticed the world around it. On its side of the path, there was an explosion of life. Beautiful, vibrant wildflowers were blooming everywhere, bright reds, sunny yellows, and deep purples. Delicate petals and cheerful blossoms nodded gently in the breeze. It was a stunning, colorful sight. Then, it glanced over to the other side of the path, the side where the perfect pot traveled. That side was different. The ground was dry, dusty, and barren. There were almost no flowers at all. When they finally reached the top of the hill, the cracked pot was full of questions. "Why?" it asked the water bearer. "Why are there so many beautiful flowers on my side of the path, but hardly any on the other?" The water bearer answered gently, his voice full of compassion. "You see, for 2 years, I have known about your crack. I knew you leaked, so I took advantage of it. Every day when we walked back from the stream, I scattered flower seeds all along your side of the path. And the water that leaked from you, the very thing you were so ashamed of, has watered those seeds every single day. Because of you, these beautiful flowers have grown. They bring joy to everyone who passes by this path, including me. Without your flaw, this path would just be dull and lifeless." In that moment, the cracked pot felt a warm glow spread through it. It was no longer ashamed. It realized that what it had always seen as its greatest weakness had actually created something wonderful, something beautiful. The moral of this story is that we are all a bit like those pots. Each of us has our own cracks, our own imperfections. We might see them as flaws or weaknesses, things to be ashamed of. But sometimes, those very flaws can become the source of unexpected beauty, kindness, and growth in the world around us. Your unique journey, your struggles, and even the little leaks of kindness you might not notice, could be watering the flowers in someone else's life in ways you may never fully see. So take a moment to breathe and smile. Your imperfections might just be making the path more beautiful for others. Thank you so much for listening.